Hey, this is Life with Shauna Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm losing my voice. We're just going to have to just deal with it, okay? This video is about my ex-husband had a baby during our marriage, and she want to talk about it. Let's watch the video.
Okay, so I'm going to give y'all my side of the story on how I found out my ex had a child. I didn't find out till he was 4 years old, and we had already been married for, I think, 6 years. So my ex had this baby on me during our marriage. One day, I'm gonna try to make this short, but I don't know how many parts I'm gonna have to do, but I'm gonna try to fit it all into this one video. One day, I was just cleaning my closet, and I got a "Hey girl" message on Instagram in my request, and I'm like, my heart started racing. I was like, I don't want to open this, but actually, hold on, let me rewind, because in the past, I had already found out my ex had cheated on me. Yes, I stupidly took him back. You know, he did all the convincing. He's never going to do it again, blah, blah, blah. I had found out he cheated on me with, like, some girl that he approached in the restaurant while I was out of town. I was gone for 6 weeks. And yeah, he had, like, a 6-week affair while my kids and I were gone visiting our family in Arizona. We had lived in Maryland at that time. I found out because he gave our daughters his old phone, and he had like deleted everything, but for some reason some pictures didn't delete, and he didn't think to like review that, I guess, before giving it to the girls. My daughters were I want to say 5 and 3 at the time, and my daughter, who was 5 at the time, she came to me and she's like, "Mommy, did you know Daddy has another girlfriend?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, in his phone, like he has another girlfriend." And she shows me pictures in his phone of some other girl. Just like some pictures were just of the girl, some were of them together, and then there was a naked photo of the girl. And so I took it right up to him, and I'm like, "Oh, so this is what we're doing." And of course, you know, he tries to lie, blah blah blah. I ended up finding the girl on Instagram before I approached him, and I got her side, her truth, because I knew he wasn't going to tell me the truth, and I did what I did. I was weak, I took him back, whatever, he convinced me, blah, blah, blah. Then, let's fast forward to this "Hey Girl" DM. I get a DM from Krista, who I stitched my original video with. She was like, "Something's been weighing really heavy on my chest. I need to let you know that," she literally wrote out a long message and basically told me like her and him met on a ship because they had like this ongoing situationship thing. She had no idea about me. By the time she found out about me, you know, it was too late. And he convinced her too that, I'm just like with her because we have a kid together, blah blah blah, which, if that was true, I was never aware that that's why we were together, but you know what I mean? Like, okay. So anyways, she told me, like, she has a 4-year-old son by him, and I asked her, you know, "Are you sure it's his?" And she's like, "Yes, like, that's the only person I was with at that time." And I told him, he told me to abort it, blah, blah, blah. So I calmly get up out of my closet, walk down to outside by our garage where he was at, and I said, "Oh, so you have a kid?" And he's like, What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, you have another kid." I was like so calm because I was so over it, so done. Like, by the way, Krista she really freed me from a relationship that was not serving me in any way. I got my kids out of it. I'm so grateful for that, and only that. I got my kids out of it. I love them so much. I would never change a thing because I got them out of it. Okay, so anyways, he goes to denying it, this and that, trying to cry, all that stuff, and she sends me proof of like their emails, their texts, his flight. Apparently, like I said, I'm sorry, I didn't say this. We were also living in Maryland at the time of this affair too, and what happened was my kids and I weren't there yet. He was moving into our new house because he just got stationed there in the military. My kids and I were not there yet. He was supposed to be getting everything settled. And so during this whole time that he was supposed to be getting everything settled, he's cheating on me and flying this girl out and flying himself to see her, like all of that. But never came to see me and my kids. Never. And I'm his whole wife. Never came. Okay, so where was I? Okay, yeah, so she shows me the proof of all the flights, this and that. Then, you know, he has to eventually stop denying it and just tells me, cries to me, blah, 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 you know, like, whatever, bro. And that was basically it. I mean, he looked me dead in the face. I told him, I said, you really need to reach out to her. Your son deserves to know who you are. He did not ask to be here. You and I both grew up with no dad. You can't do that to this baby. Like, it's not fair. He's already 4 years old. Probably doesn't even know what you look like. You've never spoken to him. You've known about him this whole time and never once tried to reach out. And he looked me dead in my face and was like, now I know exactly how my dad felt when he said he wanted nothing to do with me. Excuse me? You actually can't be for real. That was the most disgusting, disturbing thing I've ever heard. One of the most disgusting and disturbing things I've ever heard out of his mouth. But yeah, so I mean, at that time I wasn't working, so we did have to continue to live together, but I just stayed on the couch. Like, from that moment on, he never touched me again. Never. He did all these things, you know, tried to win me back, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think that I would actually get on my own feet. Guess what? I'm here on my own feet. I am thriving. There's so many other stories that I could tell you guys that had happened in that terrible relationship. But, you know, those are stories for another day. This story was just about how I found out that my husband had a baby and hid it from me for 4 years. So I think that's it. I don't know. I'm sorry. The story is probably all over the place. I'm probably not the best storyteller, but that's how it happened. And one more thing, Krista and I are great friends. I never took this out on her. I really appreciate her for, you know, being confident and comfortable enough to finally bring that to my attention. And her and I are one day going to get our kids together because they are siblings. They do know about each other now, which also he tried to hide for years and years and years. And I saved face for him. Like, it's embarrassing for me. It was. It's not anymore. I don't know why I felt like it was such an embarrassing story, like, for people to know, but it's not embarrassing. I didn't do anything. He did that. He embarrassed himself, so I literally don't care. But yeah, he hid it from family, hid it from everyone. He still to this day tells people that that's not what happened. That's not true. He never did that. He doesn't have another kid, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, I'm not even going to get into that. But yeah, Krista and I are great friends. I love you, Krista. If you watch this, I love you. I love your baby boy, and I can't wait to meet you guys officially, not just over the phone. And my kids are super excited too whenever that day comes. And when that day comes, we will update you guys.
You know, it takes really big guts for a person that's the mistress to, like, literally to really, like, confess that her husband was cheating on her with somebody else and had a whole kid with somebody else, and he's over here denying the whole thing when deep down inside he is the reason why they are siblings now. He doesn't want to be the child's father, and he doesn't care. He just want to be with the wife, but the wife don't want him either. And and when he wins you back the first time, him doing that, you know that he just wanted to have you there, to have his cake and eat it too, with somebody else. Because I watched a movie for Lifetime. There was a movie that was like, where this wife was like, you know, she was doing what she was supposed to be doing. But when she found out that he had a whole nother, her husband had 7 other wives. That movie was crazy when I watched it. And everybody started learning about each other little by little throughout the whole movie. So I honestly, I mean, I couldn't be neither one of you guys, because I would have told him, put you on child support and you have to pay what you gotta pay, because that's not right. Now, what do y'all think about this video? This is Life with Shauna Renee. Hopefully my voice comes back, because I really would like it. So I could put out more videos and I could talk more, but I've been resting my voice. I've been drinking a lot of tea. I've been drinking my fluids. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. This voice is just doing the most. But more videos are on the way. Bye.